T minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
My shadow, you can find him on the ground or the wall. My shadow, he can be short or tall. I can walk, I can jump, I can skip down the street, but I know that he'll stay at the end of my feet. Each sunny, dark, or cloudy day, my shadow is always there to play.
All right. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to My Shadow, episode 23, special Friday emergency episode.
Welcome to the Friday special emergency broadcast. We knew we had to get together and do something tonight. Welcome to the My Shadow stream. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and donate. The preferred way of donating used to be vodka, but now you can donate through Streamlabs. And come visit us in the Discord, our Discord, Robbins News. That was crazy tonight.
Crazy?
Yeah, absolutely. Totally.
My Shadow called in twice tonight. I think I have a theory. I understand a little bit more better what's going on, why this show is ending so early now. I'd like to run by you guys, but I had a question, and we have a lot of clips tonight. I kind of was asking myself, does Kyle even understand what My Shadow is? Or what this is after 23 weeks, after us being in the room, at least one out of three of us, every single night, off and on talking about it, interviewing them twice, if they even understand what My Shadow is. And we have a bunch of clips because we've outright asked, but I'm starting to wonder, just in general, how much he remembers day to day. We're going to get into that. We've asked him in the past on this show if he remembers from the night before. You remember that, guys?
Yeah, I do remember.
And his answer is pretty bluntly no. And we ask him if he ever goes back and watches from the night before, and no, he doesn't.
Yeah, it's like a Groundhog Day thing that happened.
It's very much like that, and we almost reintroduce ourselves over and over again. And I was wondering, after 23 cracks at it, because we ask him off to come on also, if he understands what it is, because he asked us what it is over and over, and I'm getting the feeling that he doesn't quite understand what the endeavor is. So we got a bunch of those clips. We have some hot takes from Kyle this week, but we just had to come on Friday because tonight was very, very interesting. The two calls that we both made on Friday and Saturday night. I know Kyle doesn't really have a weekly normal schedule, like 9 to 5, 40-hour week, but I feel like on Friday and Saturday night is the weekend, and I enjoy that night starting off 8 to 10 with Kyle on. Especially I enjoyed 9 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. And tonight, I can see at 5 of 9, and he is really, really fading, and he's knocking. So I call in. It's almost like it's almost like a TV station where if you don't like what's going on, you can call in and change the programming. And I was like, fuck that. He's not passing out at 9 o'clock. I'm calling in. I'm changing the programming because he will wake up a lot. And overall, did you guys see the show before that tonight? He seemed like he was in not the best mood, right?
He was in a last mood. Yeah. Curdy, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I cut the second screen. The after the.
Okay. So he came in and he was like, he seemed happy, and then he goes into his, we're gonna need a $25 donation tonight. Not gonna go all night. I have a video. Played the video, and then he cuts the video and he says,
nobody donated.
Play the whole video, but it's up to yous. And so, he was waiting for a donation. The time came and went. He got, he had some sleepy juice, and then he reacted to it. And I guess that was when you called in, couple.
He went into the no one donated no one donated tirade.
I felt that he transitioned from Act 2 to Act 3 too quickly. And Act 3, he was going to go right through it, and he was basically signaling at 9 o'clock, this is going to be over, by the look on his face, most importantly. So I call in. I'm able to keep him up a little bit longer. I ask him if there's anything on his mind, ask him if he wants to talk about Alec Baldwin. And at some point, I just can't understand what he's saying. And then he stops talking. So I back off. I really didn't have anything to say to the audience. And so it's just silence of him, like in that place that he goes to. And I was thinking about that place. I could see him. I had him on the monitor on my desktop.
Go to the
place. It's a happy place he goes to. You know what I'm talking about? When he freezes, he does it sitting up. You could say he's sleeping, sitting up, but he's going to like another realm, right?
Yeah. There's a picture. It's like a meme now on our Discord, but there's a picture of him kind of like looking off mic with his eyes all bugged out and his lips like what's that movie that Arnold Schwarzenegger was in when he went out into Mars atmosphere?
Total Recall.
When the oxygen was depleted in the atmosphere.
He's running out of oxygen. Yeah, that picture. That's where he goes. Like that's what he looks like when he's like into Act 3.
I like to think that it's a happy place, right? Because he'll mumble to himself, so he's in there. And so I can't quite tell what's going on. Sometimes Des will take some punches in his mumbling. But I think overall, he usually goes to that place with a kind of a grin on his face, right? He kind of looks intent.
Yeah. I don't know what it's hard to describe. It's like his facial expressions don't match what he's saying.
So it's 9 fucking o'clock on Friday, and I can't go in that place with him. And so I'm like, well, we're all sitting there waiting for him to do his time in there to snap back. He has that. If he takes a pause, he can do that Hulk Hogan shake his fist, and he can rise back up. Well, he didn't rise back up, and he got disconnected. And so I had to get ready for the show and pull some clips, whatever. So he's still going full.
I don't know that that's what happened. He discussed it with her afterwards, and it sounded like she didn't do it. So it sounded like he wasn't disconnected.
Okay. Well, I'm staring at him, and he is staring at, not saying anything. The next thing I know is the video is over or whatever. And then, but he's still going on Twitch. And I think I had other stuff to do, but you called in, didn't you? So it was there's another part to tonight.
Yeah, I called in. I had no agenda whatsoever. I'm just calling to say hi, and it's always kind of fun, especially since last time I called you. Oh, you were on then too.
I heard tonight. And the point I'm trying to make is you also have to reintroduce yourself over and over because you can't quite remember what he can remember. And when he thought
really have that problem.
He thought the stream had ended. So I could hear he really only thought that he was talking to you and maybe a person or two. And he actually stopped and he asked you, he said, I'm 36 years old. How old are you? And
Hey, one time, there was a point where I used to call in, and I would say my name is QWERTY. And one time I asked to speak to Dez, and he calls to Dez. He goes, Dez, Chester Pesco wants to talk to you.
What the? You two get mixed up all the time. I've
Yep.
seen that happen.
so he reintroduced, and we're going to get into that sort of Groundhog Day effect that sometimes we experience. And I got so what I'm trying to say is I'm not quite sure at this point how much of my shadow he understands, and I'm not quite sure how much of sort of the universe he understands outside of the streams and things he follows, because it gets dicey sometimes. You'll understand some of the clips that we play. And then we'll get into my theory of maybe why this is happening so dramatically, because we will admit that Kyle should have a high tolerance for alcohol, correct?
Yes, he should.
And so
He's been, at it for a while. He's seasoned.
Yeah, and I'm just seeing patterns that seem contrary to that. And there's been many theories, but we're going to get into that. How about we start with clip 8, which is a good example of Act 3. My shadow called in. There was two. No.
That's not. No. Kyle. No. No. Is this from earlier tonight? Before the show? Kyle, did you get your food? Kyle, was your food delivered? Food delivery. Did Manuel deliver your food?
Yeah, I got my food. Nigga, I got everything over. I make 6 figures. I'm chill.
Okay, close the door so that you can talk to us. So we can all talk and everything will be good. No. You can yell at us. You can yell at us. You can yell at me some more. Kyle, let her listen to you yell at me.
Retarded. I can't believe somebody that retarded. What's it when retarded?
So sometimes he's in his zone, and so it's kind of hard to get him out of it.
I liked how you tried to grab his attention, but he goes, but I have to yell at her. That's what I have to do right now. So that's what I'm going to do. And so you see how I backed off in that? I thought you could ease him down, but nah, that was sometimes yes.
No, I threw a lot of stuff at him and he was not, there was no calling him off of her, unfortunately. Once he was, once he latched on, that was it.
That's, and sometimes reality can get skewed in the Act 3 zone and that place that wherever he goes. We've tried to be humble about my shadow. It's a dicey line that we dance. He's described it as everything from a sycophant show to a irrelevance to a what other terms that he uses to describe what we do.
Oh my God, there's I believe we're called simps. I
don't, maybe not, but there's sort of a dismissal that it's even happening, that we even over and over
have views and stuff.
Understood, but we've often wondered, like, Kyle, what do you think about a collection of people doing an after show, doing a tribute show, doing a fan show, or however you would describe it? And
he doesn't think of us.
He will not acknowledge it, and you all will hear it's not he's backed into a corner. He throws up many distraction techniques to answer anything but the question of what do you think about people sort of talking about you? Kyle doesn't take a compliment that well. If you could play clip number 1.
Okay, I don't know what you said, but you watched The Saints of Newark. That was a piece of shit. Why don't you watch something that's like sci-fi?
Do you wish you were me in an audience where you could say, "Hey, watch"?
No,
watch
no.
it.
No,
You do a
no.
wrap up show after me, so of course you wish that.
About you. It's a group of people
No, shut the
talking
fuck up. You're
about
still
what
trying
we
to do
see.
a show, and you wish
And
you
so
could say your show you watch it doing you like that. No, that's not true.
that's not true. Stop it. You're being
Of
silly.
course not true. You wish you were me. And
Is this the
channel
abuse
like,
portion of
watch
the
it
conversation?
doing in my chat. Go watch Dude,
Ay,
not
Dios.
Kyle. You wish you could say that.
No,
Then why would you bring it up?
I don't wish.
What set him up to do? You all were just talking about movies, right? He got to the
Yes.
core of the problem. You don't hear about that Dune bullshit. We can tell that. He get right to it.
God.
Do you wish you could be me? So that's another thing that he takes a lot of this out on Susie Q when she calls in. We have a little
Yes.
different conversations when I talk to him. But this is one of the things that Suzuki, you actually want to be him. You want his subs, his views, and I feel that's him coasting on things that he would say to other people when he fought. I think it's quite clear that that's not a really good attack.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
why do you
I
guys?
mean-
Why do you guys think Susie gets the most shrapnel from all this? I think she does.
Because she's a female. And he's a pimp. And he's crazy and he talks to women differently. I think if I would have called in on Twitch, he would have asked, he would go, I'm 36. How old are you? Well, Kyle, I'm older than you are. He wouldn't have cared how old I was unless he would, but he would have introduced himself and his age to me. Now he treats women differently.
Yeah, he has this fantasy set up in his head about Susie.
He does. I was thinking, do you think he thinks of Dez as like Susie Q is like a nice Dez? Like a world provider. It's nice. I'm not sure. Look, we don't want to cause any trouble. They're both mother and father to us. That's the way we see it.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Like parents.
So it's gross. And
When it would never happen. Yes.
yeah, when he throws out there what he's going to do to mom or what he's done to mom, and it shivers up our spines. They're like our parents. So you could play going into clip 2. He's confused about what we try to do.
You're not trying to do this. When you're doing it, what are you talking about?
If you would watch the show, you would see that we're not trying to be YouTubers. Why? Actually, why won't you watch it?
You do a show.
Why won't you watch it?
I don't watch it, but
why won't you watch it?
Show.
But why won't you watch it?
Hey, when you're gonna pay the rent, you go, hey, I gotta pay. I'm doing a show. This is not a show; it's a live stream. But
whatever.
You're doing
a
show.
Whatever it is, I don't care. That's how much I don't care. My question to you is, why won't you watch it?
YouTube.
Why are you fighting it?
Doing a show.
Why are you making us bully you into watching it?
No, I meant you're trying to be a YouTuber.
We're not.
You
No,
said you're
I'm
doing
not.
a
No.
show.
He tried to bully you about the word show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kyle lawyering you about the word show when you just kept saying, what about the show? Just kept asking the same question over. He was like Lionel Hutz, Your Honor. She doesn't even understand what the word show is. Clearly, case dismissed.
It was insanity. We kept going back between live stream and show, and I honestly don't care. But that was
you want an answer to the question.
In the middle of that, he hiccuped. That was hilarious to me.
That has been something that came up a lot in the past week. I feel like the hiccups are maybe that's another one of these symptoms I'm going to have to look up in my medical diagnosis that I'll try to do later. But he kept trying to lure you instead of just answering the question straight. And I don't really understand why. I know he likes to be cheeky and shit, but it just gets weird. What clip were you on? Clip 3 or 4?
I think it was 3.
You do a show? I don't do a show.
There's like...
I have 20,000 subscribers and I'm not doing a show. But you,
All right, but why won't you
you're
watch
not
it?
doing a show.
This show about you, why won't you watch it?
You do a show.
The show that I do, that you're telling me that I do, this
So you
live
do a
stream,
show.
that I do, this hour-long show that I do with Cuppa and QWERTY, why won't you watch it?
Cause I'm gonna watch it to make money, and I hate you or anything.
What answer was that? I don't know what
He
you
only watches things that make money. And I don't know. But once again, he's slicing. You know how many slices he's cut the fucking My Shadow apple into at this point? And he
QWERTY,
just
I
won't
need you
answer
to
the
explain to
question.
me what you understand of it. What do you understand?
I don't know. He seems to he has a bunch of opinions about the show that he never watches. He just assumes that it's all 100% 45 minutes of wall to wall hate about Kyle and Des. That's what they
Yeah.
assume.
I feel there's a lot of unfair projection. Now, the executive producer has revealed in one way or two that she does listen. And we've heard her talk about things that we talk about on this show. But he's very straightforward that he doesn't listen. He's not going to. Sounds pretty stubborn, right?
I, for one, believe when the executive producer says that they don't watch our show. I believe it.
He also tries to have it both ways. And I can prove this. I can prove it that he's being cheeky about this shit because he claims you're nothing. You don't have any views and subs. This is also an example of security of how he treats females differently than males. Say, as a member of My Shadow, I called in. In clip 5, he wouldn't ask this to Cuppa. He wouldn't ask this to me. That he demands of Susie Q. Clip 5, please.
Are there really differences? Oh my god.
Name Rossington. I think Rossington is new to me. I've never seen Rossington before this week, and so hello.
Can I ask one question?
You ask many questions, but yes, go ahead. I do not guarantee that I'll answer though.
Like based on me.
Yes, the after show.
Remember
It's a
in real
historical
life-
anthology of
Remember in real life,
Saiyans unique.
would you just give yourself to me?
What?
If we were met in real life, so it's just based on me. Would you just give yourself to me?
No. No, I would be
That's
respectful and I would say hi, and that would be that.
You think he would ask that? I hope not.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, what
It was
the
quite stunning. He was
Oh,
on
God.
at a different angle, you know, and he can be very, you know, he can listen to him talk to you. He can be very blunt. He can also be very sort of childlike and innocent when he talks to you. There's two different methods that he talks to you. Both I find fascinating.
that was
Well, there was no segue to that. That was just crowbarred in out of nowhere.
yes.
It's not that it escalated for anything. It was nothing to escalate from. It was 0 to 100.
I don't know if you guys can tell, but before that, it was kind of just he was kind of just like letting it go. He wasn't really saying much, and so I kind of was just BSing and talking about nothing. And then he throws that in there. I was like, "What the? Where did that come from?" I was
So
like,
he snaps back and forth between like, I don't know, you two being very, very familiar. Very familiar. Like, man, we've been talking nonstop too. I don't even know you. And sometimes it's hard to tell what he does or doesn't know. He's got a good impression of when I call in. You know, it'll be not going to attack him or anything like that. But
"Oh, you're not."
and I always have a topic. He's really been on this Alec Baldwin thing, so we've had some good conversations, but they've been cut off because the night's becoming shorter and shorter. Anyway, tonight I wasn't going to have it. So if you guys, I'm glad that you're calling in more, Susie Q, because it does get him a lot more alert and more having fun during the show. I always thought he much more enjoyed talking to people than playing the clips. I know his clips is his moneymaker now, but the way he used to talk mostly used to be in fight, and we can't seem to kind of flip him over to, hey, maybe we can have some friendly conversations. I actually heard you with Dave, Susie Q tonight, and Dave got on, and of course, Kyle was very abrupt with him. And to your credit, you said, Kyle, you were very, what'd you say to him? You were very nice
He
with
was not a
your,
very nice host to Doug.
it wasn't a very
Because poor Doug calls in after a long day, and that's how Kyle behaves with him. So mean.
So you got to have a thick skin, and certainly females do. You've had
Yeah.
to, get your way in there, Susie Q, to a place of. I think he respects you a little bit more now tonight in his own way, a little bit. But
Yeah,
you can
definitely
you
a
can
little
make
more
him laugh.
docile.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make him laugh. He's pretty comfortable with you now. Clip 6. I forgot what you're trying to get out of him.
Mhm.
But you two together are trying to cure his hiccups because, having so much sleepy juice every night in Taco Bell been hard on the tummy.
You know
So when
what?
you called
Sometimes
in,
I'm an aunt. I've been an aunt to a lot of nieces and nephews, and sometimes babies get cold, and that's when they get hiccups. Maybe he's feeling cold. There's a draft in there or something. Why does it have to be alcohol?
a draft from the window?
You don't know.
Okay, clip 6. You two are trying to cure his hiccups.
For a home arrest.
I don't know why I'm doing it. I don't need to.
Good.
Don't fart. Are you the same color as the colors on the lamp?
Colors in what?
Of your lamp, yes. Same color as the trying to see what you're doing. Sorry. All right, so are your hiccups gone?
No, you keep knowing. You making me laugh every time you get rid of them.
Oh.
Called you an asshole.
He did. And you guys, Doug is on the phone. Hey, Doug.
Hello, Doug. Welcome.
Qwerty.
My
Good
mic
to
good.
hear.
Can you hear me?
Unmute QWERTY, please.
Yes. How you doing?
Doug, first time on my shadow. What's up, Doug? You probably remember me from we chat. I chatted with Doug before on voice chat on Discord.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know if you remember.
how's it going, Doug?
Doug, you still
Doug.
there?
Bye, Doug.
Oh, he left.
Doug, down there.
That was kind of like Doug's appearance tonight. It was kind of in and out. Come back on anytime, Doug. We loved having you on.
Well, there you go. Thank you for your call.
That was rude of me. I unmuted him while that clip was playing, and so he probably thought we had him muted or kept him muted, and so I don't think he was
Okay.
paying
Well,
attention.
maybe we had a little technical mix-up. You're invited back anytime, Doug. So that was a lot of fun. You two trying to cure his hiccups, and that went on for a while. He had them pretty hardcore that night. You were actually asking him some questions, and actually the hiccups come back up in their own way. You broke it down. And you kind of just said, "Who drinks more, you or the executive producer?" You guys were just like talking in clip 7.
Let's see what that was about.
Kyle,
Yeah,
who drinks more, you or Dez?
Des.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to mute that for a moment because Doug is back.
Welcome back, Doug.
Welcome back, Doug. How you doing?
That wasn't live? Oh,
It is live. We are live.
No, you're
Oh, you
live. You're live. You're live streaming on YouTube.
I'm fucking
Doug,
on
how
YouTube.
are you?
What's up? All these meetings.
Where you calling from, Doug?
Koopa. What's up?
Cuppa.
Yep.
Koopa Discord. Alright. And then
Qwerty and Susie Q.
Qwerty. Cordy from California.
40. How's it in Cali right now, man? That's gotta be fucking crazy.
I'm in a pretty docile part of California. I'm not in San Francisco or Oakland, so I'm
yeah,
okay.
man.
Doug, you're in New York, right?
I live
New
in
York State.
Central New York.
New York
I'm
State,
in
right?
the middle of it. Yeah, I'm right off the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's he calling from? I didn't catch that.
From New
Syracuse.
York State.
Syracuse.
Oh, okay. Probably. He sounds like upstate.
Yeah, upstate. What they
Okay.
call upstate.
Yeah.
And
No, they
how,
call it
Doug? How
Central.
far, Doug? If you got in your car, how long would it take you to get to Kyle, to
Kyle?
Providence? Let's say Providence.
6 hours, 7, maybe.
That's pretty
It
far.
depends on how fast you go.
I can get to New York City in 7 hours. That's pretty far.
If
Yeah.
you get on the train, it's not too bad.
So Doug, it sounds like you know Kyle in real life.
No, I know New York, and he lives in New York. So it's
But
not
you've been
that hard
talking to
fucking get
Kyle
to him.
online through the streams or for a long time, years, right?
Pretty much as long as I've been with my wife. Yeah.
So a couple of 3 years, maybe.
No, we're talking about almost shit. We're going on 10, 11, kid.
10 years.
Wow.
Would you know him from the Science website or something?
Oh yeah, dude.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. No, I started with O&A.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then O&A got canceled. They whatever the fuck. And I didn't have XM at the time, so like I started finding YouTube people fucking that would stream shit. And so like Kyle was streaming the Jim and Sam show at the time, and I hooked up with that. And then I found out he was doing like the drunk live stream. And I was
Is that
alright, I could
what it
check
was
that
called?
out. And I was
Doug,
yeah. He
Is that
actually
what it was
called
literally?
that.
People would
Yes,
say,
yeah.
"Come and watch this drunk guy." Is that how it was built?
Yes. Yo.
Okay.
Exactly. It's called the drunk live. You can't get no more real than that.
Okay. All right. See, we try to argue. We try to do an anthology, so we try to piece it all together. We're a fan show, but we also
you know
archive.
what the fuck you're getting into.
Yep.
Like, Jesus Christ, man. The drunk
So
live.
it was years, maybe 4 years ago, when he would play the Jim and Sam show and talk and do a lot of O&A related stuff.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then he got out of it, and I'm like, okay, but I'll still fuck with you, dude. Like, and Des is cool, like, if you give her the time to fucking talk, but, heaven forbid if you ever let her fucking have a fucking time.
She's an orchid. She's delicate. She's beautiful, but you got to be delicate with her.
So fucking delicate.
So he talks like he's known you from jobs before, years before, way before. It seems like you two like have a relationship where you fall back into it.
Listen. This is the problem with military people. They think that they're friends with everybody, and they're not. We like to fucking play on this shit, like where we act like your friend, but we're not your fucking friend. We'd like to see you fall on your face and fucking die, but you know what I mean? But are we
You knew
all
him back
playing
from
this
those Fight
game or
Channel
not?
days.
You can sit here and ask me all the questions you want, dick face. I mean, we're all playing the same fucking game.
What's the game? Act 3?
Take down all the walls, assholes. Let's go. What do you want to talk?
I don't know.
I
Kurt,
just
you got
like
a
to
question?
fuck with him. It's fun to fuck with him. And
But
he
Doug,
brought it
sometimes
on
you
a-
seem like
but
it
he-
hurts you when he won't give you the attention or won't pick up. Sometimes you seem like
I'm
your
not
heart's
butthurt
broken.
at all. No, I'm not. I play the game.
Okay.
Oh, he seems like he's in on. They're both in on the
If
bit
it
on the
if
joke.
it really butt hurt me that bad, do you think I'd be back the next time he did a
No,
live stream?
no,
exactly.
So you guys
All
are
right.
kind of like doing like an old routine, kind of.
No, I barely talk to him. Like
It
for
seemed
real.
like the last
No,
break
we
was
have
like
It
almost
sounds
a
like
year, right?
everybody thinks like we get together and fucking
No,
talk
it sounds
about
like it's
this.
still
We
some
don't.
understanding.
No, this is just Kyle being a dick.
Oh,
It's real.
He doesn't act, right?
No, it's not acting. He really hates me.
Okay.
Like,
Outside of the closet, do you well, not that phrasing, but outside of his studio, let's say, do you really think he thinks and talks and acts? Do you think he's doing a little bit of an act inside of the studio?
dude, I'll tell you like this way, because I'm married and I have kids and all that, blah blah blah. Fucking dude, they literally have fucking fights about me behind fucking when shit's all done and said. Dude. I'm serious, dude.
About
Des
you?
likes me and he hates. That's all.
Well, we talked a lot when you called in and asked them, invited them to the lake. Do you remember that when you were gonna drive up and I think you're
Dude.
gonna pick one or two of them up and then go on a party?
Okay, I'm not racist at all, dude, but when's the last time you asked a black guy to come meet you up in fucking the Adirondacks and go on a
I
fucking boat tour?
I can't
Yeah,
remember.
it's not
I
gonna ever
can't.
happen, bro. Dude, it's not gonna happen.
Well,
bro.
you seem sincere. You seem like you were broken up that they didn't want to go with you
I
that
have
night.
I have a better chance of getting you to fucking come to fucking
That sounds like a
Adirondacks
party, man.
than fucking Kyle.
But you seemed a
Nah,
little bit broken
it's
up
not
when
gonna
they said
No, I just-
no,
I-
but it was fun. We enjoyed when you called in. It was a lot of fun. It seemed like you guys really knew each other from the past. And not fucking knew each other. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know, had spoken
And,
before.
Again, I'm gonna reiterate. It's called the drunk live stream. We're all drunk.
Understood.
So if I have a little feelings about something, it's because it's alcohol. It's not.
yeah.
At the end of the fucking day,
Well, having fun.
I don't really give a fucking shit, dude. I
Okay.
went and had a good time. Me and my wife went to the hotel and fucking banged our hearts out. We had a good time. It was biker week. It was fucking actually pretty cool. Fucking
Well,
yeah.
you know, the old saying, Pixar didn't happen.
You suck as an interviewer. So let's move on.
All right.
Nah, let's move on to somebody else. I'd rather fucking get interviewed by Susie than you.
Okay. Yeah. Susie, please. Please. I apologize.
I'd play with you
Questions
long
for
enough.
Doug.
Come on, man.
Be nice.
I did. I was nice.
No, I really liked when you called in tonight, and he seemed like he was happy to like hear from you.
No,
It's funny that that you're like telling us for real.
only because his views goes up like 30 more because when I come
Yeah,
on.
people get excited.
People seem to know you, Doug. They asked for Doug to get on. It's like it's a
I have
universal
my
chant.
followers.
You do?
And hey, Susie, I want to ask you a real question. Like, what the fuck happened to Cardinal and fucking what's his?
Who?
Remember Cardinal?
No.
Cardinal B?
Canadian?
No, she had that red. It was a fucking bird lady or something. She's been on here for a long time, back when like Goofy and shit was on.
Hey, Doug, would you like to sit in
don't
on the
know.
rest of the show?
Dude, don't interrupt me, please. I'm asking a real question for just a minute, dude. Then we can talk and play.
No, I
again.
don't know of Cardinal B.
You don't remember Cardinal?
No.
Well,
don't
was
know.
well, okay, yeah. How about Doug
Okay,
sits
go
in
ahead,
on the
guys.
show?
She don't know. Go ahead.
Hey, Doug, how about you
Yeah.
sit in on the show and you comment with us?
I'm right here, bro.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're talking about how when Susie Q called in, they were getting good sort of like back and forth, and
Mhm.
how he finally understood who she is. He's comfortable talking to her, and so we call in and two members of My Shadow, and this is kind of a long clip, but it's worth it because I asked one question of Kyle, and it sort of set something off in Dez, and I'm sure that you've seen this many times, but just watch this.
Go ahead, guys.
Clip number 9.
Do it.
Clip number 9, please.
grandpa said, "Nigga, you in school or get a job?" Well, now we're going to school. I got left back from last year in high school. So I was school. These niggas are gonna go away.
That's not it. What the hell?
That was
No.
That's not.
Hey,
No.
yeah.
Kyle. No.
I'll just do it.
No.
shit.
What the fuck happened? Oh my god.
Well, the point was that I actually asked Kyle, "Are you single?" And that set off. I think that's something that might have carried on for more than one day.
Oh, me and him have I fucked, dude. Shit, you're late to the game, bro. I've already played with him. I've played with him way back on this shit.
Doug,
Like, I'm like,
if
no.
what do you think Kyle would
it's
say?
okay.
What do you
Go
think Kyle
ahead.
would say if you asked him if he was single? Is he single?
He'd fucking bang anything that walks. What are you talking about? He's a guy.
But he's very committed to Des, and if he screwed
No,
that
he
up,
ain't fucking shit. He ain't fucking committed to that.
All right. Two Master just let me know that Cardinal B was the Susie Q of 2017.
Oh,
Cardinal
okay.
Are you talking about Emily? I remember Emily.
No, these are
Oh.
old chicks, man. I'm telling you, like
I'm
these are
an old
old
chick.
chicks. They're like, no.
No, I'm joking.
I'm fucking 40. Stop. Fucking hate, man. Shit.
Jokes, man.
You're
hey,
making me
Doug,
feel old,
do you
motherfucker.
think his executive producer thinks that he's single?
What the? He don't have fucking.
You know who we're talking about.
Doug, you know who
His-
we're talking about.
His
Do you think
co-host.
she thinks his co-host?
is
Do you
unique.
think she thinks he's single?
You're asking me, does Des think he's single?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Des doesn't give a fuck anymore.
Wow.
Well,
Like literally, if Des fucking
I
said
think we
I'm
saw
out,
something different.
no,
Yeah.
literally, if that, I don't know. She likes the fucking income with the YouTube, but man, at the end of the fucking day, she's got the kids, man. Come on.
Right. So
This guy,
he's-
this guy,
but
he,
it just
oh,
they argue
okay,
about it.
okay, I
every
take him,
fucking
I
night.
take him, listen, I take him to the fucking bus stop. What the fuck is that?
but
I
Doug,
do way, dude, I
for
do
all-
way more, way more than that for my
But
kids
Doug-
every fucking day,
for
Dude,
all intents
no,
and
dude,
purposes, Doug,
This
he
is the
doesn't
point
leave.
why I listen to this fucking clown
Doug.
is because it's a release. Like, oh
Doug.
my god, this guy's getting away with this fucking doing this minimal amount of shit and then goes
Well, there
home
you go.
and does this fucking show.
Is that why you watch?
and he acts like, oh, I'm fucking God because I do this fucking show, Dad. Suck my fucking cock. No, that's not how it works.
You don't.
What is he?
So
He
you're living
thinks-
out of
What do
fantasy,
you?
Doug?
He thinks he's fucking like Mark Dice. Like, oh, I'm over here. You know what I mean? Like, fucking-
Yeah, he does. He sort of embellishes sort of where he really is at. You would say
He doesn't acknowledge he has kids.
that is sort of odd, but
He's a man
doesn't-
child. He's
Oh,
a man
okay.
child.
so why do you watch?
And you guys can record this and put it all on and show him this. I don't really give a fuck.
No,
And
this
you
is the
just
one
think
thing in the
this is
fucking
gonna
world
get
he
me?
won't watch. Doug, you're
No,
a
I'm
safe.
just
It's like a
saying.
safe.
I'm just letting you know.
You're in a
It's not-
safe right now.
Yeah, Doug.
You're-
Yeah, they don't listen.
Dude,
They don't
I
listen.
have a security bubble around me so fucking tight. You couldn't even fucking, dude. You can't.
That's cool.
I'm just fucking.
Good.
I
Okay,
like to
but
play.
what's your interest, Doug? You followed him over these years. It's vicarious. Is it the shit he gets away with? Is because he
it's
says
pretty-
whatever he wants?
It's pretty simple, dude. I work at a brewery for like 10 hours a fucking day, and when I come home and I'm having a couple fucking beers, I like to get online and fuck with some douchebag that gets drunk in a matter of 30 minutes. Dude, I drink literally beer all day. Like, I have a tolerance, like, so fucking Like,
we're gonna get into that. Like
oh
why?
my god, dude! No, you
I'm
don't even
glad you're here.
understand. Like, no, you don't understand. Like, this kid is just—he's a clown, and he just represents all this stupid fucking millennial fucking
Well, Doug,
bullshit that's being pushed on us right
Doug,
now.
you've been
No,
watching him for a long
no,
time. Have you
no.
noticed any like drop in his energy or change in like?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
And
because COVID's taking a toll on everybody, bro.
agree. But I think, do you think maybe his streak of every night having a lot to drink and is causing long-term effects that have
Yeah.
already caught
And
up?
I'm waiting for, I want to see it on camera. I want to fucking see him have a fucking, like a fucking aneurysm or a fucking stroke or something.
No, you don't. But here, can I
Live
read
on
something?
fucking air. Yes, I do.
Wait, can I read something, Doug? There's something I looked up. Here, can I just read for a second? It
I
says
just want to be like live on air when he's fucking making fun of the fucking somebody or something. His eyes just pop out of his head and he goes, "Yes!" And he
Oh,
just
that already happened, Doug. If you're in our Discord, that we have photo evidence of that happening already.
All right, show me.
Can I read something real quick? And I think this might explain like why he's about after an hour, somebody who drinks so much is really kind of keeling over. Reverse tolerance occurs when a heavy drinker develops liver damage and the liver no longer produces a great quantity of enzymes needed to break down the alcohol in the body as it did before. Since
I know how alcohol works, dude.
Well, hold on, Doug. With people with a lot of alcoholic liver damage can no longer metabolize alcohol well. These people can get very intoxicated on small quantities of alcohol, much small quantities that are needed to affect
Hennessy,
the person who
liquor.
rarely
He's
drinks.
taking shots.
The phenomenon is
beer.
known as
That's
reverse tolerance. The way reverse tolerance can develop over a lifetime is illustrated, blah, blah, blah. But I think that's people, they've actually said that he must be doing pills or drugs or something like that. No, I think it's reverse tolerance from drinking so much.
I grew up in the country. I grew up on farms. I grew up in breweries. I grew up in wineries and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I grew up on alcohol. I grew up on fucking, like, farms and dirtiness and fucking, I pulled calves out of their fucking mom's coochies and shit. Like, I've done a lot of shit, dude. Like, I have a tolerance for fucking alcohol. This kid's fucking goofy, dude. Like, he drinks like 2-3 shots of Hennessy, he's fucking done. Like,
no,
that's why I fucking joke. Listen, this is why I joke around. I want to.
Doug, don't you agree that?
Listen for a minute.
Okay.
This is why I want to bring him and his wife on a fucking trip. And then I can fucking videotape.
You're gonna dry out?
Listen, and I can fuck with fucking Dez, and I can fucking videotape it and then post it all on the fucking shit. See, I'm ahead of the game.
That's one plan.
But they act like they But they want to fucking hang out. They want to fucking do shit. But
I don't know. They kind of said otherwise, Doug.
No, because they don't.
Do you think you're approaching them correctly, Doug? I don't feel it. That they feel
I can't. I'm not gonna break the fourth wall, dude. Sorry, man.
Okay. Well, we wouldn't ask you to do that, but we appreciate
you guys
coming
don't
on.
seriously think they want me to meet them, right? Not me.
No, you're cool. You're cool.
Because I don't.
Okay, Doug, we got a couple more clips to play, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you for coming on.
I don't know who you are, but whatever. Jesus.
Doug, you always seem like you're heartbroken when people talk to you.
No, I've never met you before in my life, and you act like you're Ryan Seacrest, the fucking interviewer.
No.
I came here to talk to Susie, not you.
Okay. Well, I felt that.
I'd rather talk to the QE than you, or what a QE.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can talk to me on the Discord. On the Discord.
Yeah, I could talk
Check
to you.
Check it out.
You can talk to me now.
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead and
ahead.
talk to Susie, please.
I don't really have questions or anything. Usually, I bring people
got
in here
kids too. I can hear them in the
Papa
background.
and Cordy will talk to them. Oh,
I can hear your kids in the background.
That's the soundtrack to our show.
Doing the pots and pans show.
Pots and pans.
That's the soundtrack.
No, sometimes people think I'm doing dishes here.
You're not dishes. You're just having a good time like everybody else wants to have. That's
Yes, I'm in my room.
I just don't need fucking Dr. Drew over here fucking having grilling me. Calm down, buddy.
He's trying to run the show. Run the
He's alright. I'm just fucking.
No, but so I thought you were serious about the booze cruise.
No, I was. I
You
want to
were?
invite you if you want to, man. We're gonna do another one.
I think I would be there before even Kyle would be there. I don't think Kyle and Des would show
Where
up.
do you live anyway? I don't even know.
I'm in the Mid-Atlantic region.
What the fuck is that?
They've got me pegged at
You don't have to just tell me what fucking state you live in. Jesus.
Maryland.
All right.
Mm.
Fuck. That's like.
This is a good interview, Doug.
Hey, calm down, fucker.
Doug, you've been a good sport.
They've invited me up, and Kyle said one time that he was going to go see Ari Shafir. We don't think he went to go see Ari Shafir. He put up a terrible picture of, that he supposedly took, that he was there, and he gave us some bogus story. He was home like within 5 minutes of Ari Shafir being done on stage.
Right.
So anyway,
how's this sound?
That shit was like 6 hours away. I was like,
the closest Bill Burr and all those guys will come is like Rochester. Could we meet in Rochester some way?
I would
like
never.
We can get separate hotel rooms and shit. Like we don't have to fucking bunk together and shit. I was just fucking with Kyle, man. That's what I'm saying.
You're crazy.
All right, Doug, we got a couple more clips we got to get to. Thank you for coming on,
serious.
Doug.
Like fucking.
I know you are. I know you're
and...
serious every time.
All right,
okay.
Man.
Thank you,
Doug.
If
like
it was a
better
talk
than
to you soon.
I'd be down.
See, that's the vibe I get off.
That's
like,
okay.
If it was a whole group of us, I'd be down, but not
okay, Doug.
anywhere where
I'm not sketchy like that. I actually
I don't think you are. It's just
No.
I just it's a blanket thing.
No, what?
It's a blanket thing. Like it applies to everybody, just in general.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway, thank you so much for
coming on, Doug. We learned some facts about the anthology of the show.
Have you on, and you're on, and
anytime you like to come back on, Doug.
I really should have been more prepared for you to come on.
Yeah, and don't forget to invite me next time.
I'd rather
to the pond.
I'd rather talk to Gordy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for coming on.
I'll see you up at the river.
I'll see you at the river. Down by the river.
Riverboat cruise.
Okay.
Yeah. Adirondack, right?
All right.
All
right.
All right.
That was great. That was Doug, everyone. He was fun.
Yeah.
He always seemed a little heartbroken.
Thank you.
So here's something out of nowhere. Here's something I know that you all didn't catch. Really quickly it was going by. And so I had never heard this in the anthology. Clip number 10. Did you catch this, Querity? Or maybe who's left in the audience? Did you catch?
Yeah, so that was him talking about Chappelle. That whole episode is about Portland. Apparently some councilwoman, he played her 911 call. She hates the police. She wants to defund the police. And in order to stop drive-by shootings, because murder is up more than 300% in Portland, they're building things on the road so cars can't drive faster. That's literally their solution. And Tim Dillon was like, no, that actually helps them. Now they're going to drive slower and they can aim better. So, and then he plays the call, he shits on the lady. It was actually a great episode of the Tim Dillon podcast, the Patreon only part of it. But, yeah, that was him talking about Chappelle. Wait, what?
Yeah.
That was Hot Take Kyle. That was clip number 11. That was clip number 11.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
yeah, if we could play clip number 10. And this came out of nowhere, and he said it really quickly, and I was like, did this happen? Clip number 10.
My grandpa said, nigga, you in school or getting a job? Well, now we're going to school. I got left back from last year in high school. School. These niggas here, boy. We got Doug back. Fuck Doug. He's gonna do it all night. You shoulda. Ugh.
That was his hot take on Doug also. Thank you for coming on, Doug. But did you catch that real quick? I got left back my last
think
year in
he
high
said
school. Did you hear
yes.
that?
QWERTY, did you
What's your
notice?
take on that?
No, I didn't hear what he said. It was a little low in volume.
Play
I
it
was
one
gonna
more
tell
time,
you.
please.
What he-
CZQ.
Yeah, turn it up.
My grandpa said, nigga, you in school or getting a job? Well, now he's going to school. I got left back my last year in high school. School.
He
I
got
left
left
last
back
year in high
the
school.
last year of high school.
Did you ever hear that?
Yeah. Due to what? Is it because of couldn't handle it, or
No idea.
You know,
He
he's-
blasted right past it.
he seems to get he seems to have problems with authority? Is that one of the things about
Liver
alcoholism?
damage.
Yeah.
let me read you some of the symptoms here. Unfortunately, and we're running out of time, but I
I'm
think
sorry
some
we
of
could
these.
not play that in slow-mo because it really was difficult to understand it. Really quick, I don't know if you want to like go, but tonight, I called in and we got kind of a scolding. Did you hear that, Papa?
Okay, so what do you mean when you called in? When after I called in, he got disconnected. He seemed to be still streaming on Twitch. That when you came in that second half.
Mhm.
Okay, I think he actually clicked back on the YouTube stream then. And what were you guys talking about?
It was a lot of different things.
This is when he almost thought he was talking one-on-one with you, right?
Yes, thank you. Yes, he was asking very personal questions and stuff. Yeah.
All right, well, if that's what you want to play, let's hear how you two got down.
Ay, Dios.
Aren't you flattered that we do a show about you? Aren't you flattered?
No.
Why?
How about this?
We don't talk shit. Listen, hold on. No. We don't say anything worse than we don't say in your chat. We don't.
How about this?
Hmm?
I don't even know you do it. I don't even know you do it.
Doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, I'm not flattered or insulted. I just don't know you do it.
You're annoyed that we do it?
Do you? All right, now, Suzuki, you cannot understand this. There are 8 channels who mirror my content and just post it as their own. There are... I'm such a... You don't understand this. Me concerned about you... I'm concerned about... It's just like, I'm at such a level with views and shit,
Mm-hmm.
to where you're not even considered, to be honest with you. I'm not trying to brag or anything.
So this was expected. You expected that you would have your own after show like Howard Stern. And like
My
the Walk.
original channel that got went. I like her giggling. Suzuki laughs like Santa's belly filled full of jelly. You laugh like that, nigga. You laugh like.
See how you're having a good time. He went back from legalizing you to you just getting right into you, making fun of your laugh. You two were bonding. But he will split that question into 86 different parts that you didn't know were there.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, I just posted. I won't do anything. I'm like, I guess. I don't know.
Well, it's a very simple yes or no question. Or the question is sort of like, why would you reject? Aren't you curious what you just take? And he will pull it in 86 different ways. And I don't know. I think beyond agoraphobia, maybe some other things are going on. I'm starting to think that maybe we're catching him in between and talking to him when we call in in between sort of medical emergencies. What do you think about my theory there, Querity, about the reverse tolerance as a
I
reason
think,
that he sort of is knocking out almost abruptly?
well, when I first started listening, he was drinking heavy liquor, like super high proof, like Christian Brothers and Hennessy. Now, and he would get drunk off of that, but
And he
now
was
he gets
drinking
drunk off.
energy drink with that also, right?
Yeah, so that's kind of adding to the problem. But now he would drink like maybe a bottle of Corona or whatever the hell he drinks, or like just regular, run of the mill alcohol, Bud Light or whatever the hell it is, and he just gets drunk off his ass from that one bottle. So there might be something to that.
Yeah, it's the pace at which it ends is like, sort of when the head goes down is much faster. And we've tried to monitor the amount going in, and I don't even think that's the problem. The nights are getting earlier and earlier because he's starting earlier, and they're just getting cut off because it seems like he's going into La La Land pretty quickly. And I hope it's not. And our point isn't to poke fun. It's trying to, because we've had our issues of should we, have fun, or should we tell him what to do? And I don't know what we're responsible for or not, but I don't think anything. But I think this is an identified problem, and I don't know if we're the ones to speak to him, but I'd like for him to acknowledge that we exist.
Yeah, definitely. And it's just maybe cut it back a little. I think your body's trying to send you some warning signs.
It's the lack of energy. Here's some of the symptoms. Now, we can't really observe this, even if we go in there every day, if this is happening, but here's some symptoms that maybe we get the executive producer to help us. Swollen abdomen. He does have that little, like teddy bear baby.
Distended belly.
Like baby belly. He got one, right? He looks like a big baby, like a big little baby, right?
Kind of like if a cockroach stood up on his two hind
jaundice, which is his yellowish discoloration of the eyes and the skin. I don't know. His skin's kind of hard to tell with can't really nail that one down. And then it's just stuff that we'll have to get. Does he have abdominal tenderness? I don't know.
What do we see visually? We see him take a sip of his Bud Light. Then he goes to his sports cup. Then he goes back to the Bud Light. Then he puts them down. Sometimes when he's partying it up, he goes for the sports cup twice. But that's not
right. He goes left, right, or whatever, but he alternates back and forth. You can call it a chaser, but I don't know. I've never seen anybody do that when they're sitting at home. Here's some other urine changes. I don't know what that means, but I can observe that from my house, but maybe Des could tell us. Irritated skin and stool changes, stuff like that. Des would have to really confirm or deny that is happening, but I think we can certainly see the loss of energy. The lack of energy is really kicking in. So that's the topic we try to come on and tackle tonight on a Friday. I want to thank Doug for calling in. It's we've been trying to get him for so long, and I hope we gave him a nice forum. We learned some things about the history of the show from Doug. Anything else?
I really enjoyed having Doug on. Sorry about the friction, of course, but he came on and he gave us some useful insight. I didn't know about how long he's known Kyle and what Kyle's been up to.
He said 10 years. I never heard of 10 years. That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't even know that Kyle was really, and I asked him if he was part of the Science website, and he was pretty much saying yes to everything. So that was an interesting interview. We always love that when you guys call in or come in, you all have the forum anytime you'd like. Sit in while we do clips or whatever. Anything else, guys? All I could think
about was Two Masters clip of Kyle in that trailer where he goes, "What kind of bit is this? What kind of bit is this?" I could think of when Doug was talking about how long he's known Kyle. But I wanted to remind you guys of something.
What is that?
I can guarantee that white nigga proposed to her, Dominican fucking wedding. Fuck you, Susie. You're a new white man.
I don't know what he thinks is going on, but he feels
Oh, you know what he thinks, that you're taken and he's mad at you. Anyway, every week is something new. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. That was us and our Friday show, our Friday special.
Yeah.
Does
Pretty
he know
nice.
us? Thank you very much, Susie Q. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Square.
Fridays is. I like Friday. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Maybe we
fun.
can do more
And I
shows.
think we had more people tonight. So
Yeah,
thank you
it's kind
everybody
of like
for-
the end of the night kind of summary to all the shows. Sure, that sounds. I don't know. Maybe we should change to Friday, but something to
Yeah.
think about. Yeah.
we
There's
will
an
talk
idea.
about it. Yes.
We'll see what the audience says.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.